Today, you get the top tips and tricks so you can dominate clan war leagues. What's shaking, guys? It's Feldy bringing you another Clash of Clans video, and today I have got the top 7 tips and tricks so that you can dominate in Clan War League. Alright, let's get right into it. The first thing is first, you have got to make sure that you are opted into war. Alright, number one thing, you've got to make sure you're opted in. Right here, that's where you're going to do it. I am opted in. You are going to receive war medals if you are opted in. If you are opted out, you will not receive any. Alright, tip number 2, make sure you guys are scouting your opponents. Now, that comes up right here. I've done many videos on this. I'm going to show you kind of what I do real briefly, but I make a little check sheet. And in this check sheet, I have little tick marks for Town Hall 12, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 10. I make sure that everybody is active or inactive. And here's what I do. I click on the little details. I click on the more details. And then I go to everybody's profile and I look and I see, okay. And then you can also see how active they are. So these guys obviously have all their players active, no inactives because the badges are there. So everybody has attacked since the start of the season. It resets on June 1st or July 1st or August 1st, the first of the month. And most of the time, you're going to see that sometimes these people don't attack right away, but it gives you a little bit of a gauge to see how active the clan really is. So this is kind of what I do. I go through and I look at the player profile and I say, okay, they're Town Hall 11, but their Grand Warden is 15. So, you know, you can also notate that, but that's just a lot of extra work for me. So I just notate the Town Halls and then we kind of go from there. All right. The third tip and trick is to bring everybody in your clan. Let's say your clan has something like us. We have 48 members right now. Bring everybody. It doesn't matter if they're not going to attack or not. You know that you're only going to put in X amount of people, 15 or 30 in a day. And if you have that option to have everybody in your clan war, it can sometimes throw off the other clans because they might be thinking, hey, we have 5 Town Hall 12s, 10 Town Hall 11s, 2 Town Hall 10s, and 3 Town Hall 9s. We're going to put some of our Town Hall 9s in because you guys have some Town Hall 9s and we might match up right. Well, sure enough, you're probably going to put in all your Town Hall 10s or 10s, 11s, and 12s versus a Town Hall 9 in that scenario. So what you want to do is bring everybody. All right. So next little important checklist is make sure you guys have your bottom members attack first. It gives you the best opportunity to then say, okay, we can then re-strategize. So if you guys have the mirror philosophy where you're going to attack your mirror, so 15 attacks 15, 14 attacks 14, then it gives you the chance to say, okay, our number, like I think in Clan War League number day 4 for us here, we ended up having one of our guys ended up not really getting a let's see here, war info, war events. One of our guys ended up, so Surgical could only get 1 star on 15. Well, that gave us the ability to say if push came to shove, we didn't have to have our guys attack, you know, say higher up like number 5. We could have dropped down to number 15 to try to get those extra stars, and that could have clinched our star count for the win. Luckily, we ended up winning based on percentage, and it was by 4% right there. So you can see every attack makes a huge difference. We even missed an attack that day. So, you know, they missed 2. Who knows what the outcome would have been. But make sure you guys attack with the lower town halls first. It gives you the ability to re-slot people. And then that leads into my next point, which is if a base is going to be easier for somebody's attack style, say somebody is an air attacker and somebody is a ground attacker, the air attacker's base that they're going to be attacking might be better suited for a ground attack. You guys could then swap those. So that is tip number 5. Swap bases if needed, because you definitely need to make sure you maximize your star count. So what does that also mean? That also means you need to make sure you're monitoring your star count, because in your clan, you want to make sure that you get 8 stars for your Clan War League medals. 8 stars ensures the 100% medal bonus. Okay, so around day 4, you want to go in and you want to see, okay, who needs more stars? Now, it will not count that day's stars. So, like on today's star total, we have Surgical Disaster. He ended up 3-starring number 15, okay? So if you go into our Clan War League, Surgical Disaster only has 4 stars. Technically, he has 7 because he just 3-starred. So he's going to get the 90% bonus because he is not going to be in tomorrow's war, because we need a little bit more of the heavy hitters, Town Hall 12s and 11s. So our Town Hall 10s are going to get bumped down, so we aren't going to have 4 Town Hall 10s. So that really helps ensure that these guys can actually get their medals and get their stars if you can plan in advance. Go in around day 4 and say, okay, we really need, these couple people really need to get at least a 2-star, and then that can actually bump into swapping the bases again and making sure that everybody can 3-star or 2-star your given base. Okay, so that is tip number 6. And the last tip that I have for you guys is make sure you guys are discussing your attack strategies and practicing a lot. Now, I'm going to show you Lord Glenn's replay here while I kind of talk about this. Lord Glenn asked for 3 different challenges, bases something similar to this base. Obviously, you don't want to just throw up a Town Hall 9 when he's attacking a Town Hall 12, but you want to get a base that's going to be kind of similar in style and maybe similar in attack strength, but you might not have that attack strength, but you can at least replicate this base. So what did Lord Glenn do? He practiced 3 different times. He practiced from different angles coming in to make sure that he could 3-star. Once he got the 3-star twice, he was good. So he knew that he could go in, but he wanted just to make sure he had one more viable option, and then he kind of just threw down a silly attack on his last challenge because he knew that he could actually 3-star it in 2 different ways, and he ended up 3-starring it 3 different times, which meant when he went into this attack, he was very, very, very confident, and that is half of the battle. You've got to be confident in your attack. So he went in knowing that he could 3-star this base and 3-star easily at that time too. Look at how many E-Drags are left. That is what you've got to do to ensure that you guys dominate, and I'm talking dominate your CWL. When you have really close matchups, you've got to be strategic, you've got to be smart, and you've got to make sure that you guys practice and come together as a clan, as a team, to ensure victory for you guys. I hope that helps. If you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys give it a big like and a subscribe. I appreciate all your help. Anytime that I get your time, I truly value that. I hope that this helps you guys dominate your opponents. Until next time, guys, Feldy, peace.